Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fulton Street Beats, another unboxing as promised. Now, if you watch this channel, you know that I had a Kramer Baretta Special that I absolutely fell in love with, did a lot of modifications to that. We did a Floyd Rose bridge, we did a locking nut, and everything in between. Super fun guitar to upgrade, but was it necessary? Honestly, no. These guitars usually, and I'm just speaking from my experience, are so good out of the box that they really don't need upgrades. And if you decide you want to do one, well, that's totally up to you. Do they need them? No. And here's why. It's because of their simplicity. That's what makes them so dependable and so good. Now, there's little things that we can do to this guitar to make it better without really spending money on it. And we'll get to that in a second. But usually, at least the ones that I've had, they come out of the box pretty much set up, ready to go. Maybe they might need a little nut lube on the nut sometimes. But other than that, they're really good. Now, this one is from Zounds. And we're going to check this out. And this should be hot pink. Now, they call this ruby red. A lot of people call these salmon, but I think they might be colorblind on that one because they're definitely not a salmon. Salmon is the man's way of saying pink. But salmon is honestly a different color. The color of our Victorian house here is actually salmon. This is definitely 80s hot pink. I can see it through the white wrapper. We're going to unbox this, check it out, see if it measures up to the last one that we had here. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link here. Okay, are we going to upgrade this guitar? I don't know. I don't think we're going to do it. If we do anything, it's not going to be a lot. We're definitely not going to get into a Floyd Rose or anything with this. I'm going to keep this mostly stock, but, you know, sometimes we do change our minds. So stay tuned just in case. So let's unbox it. They come packed really nice. They protect the headstock. So far, it's just like the other one. Let me get this off here. And we got... our candy packet. Just kidding. Don't eat this stuff. This is bass players. Don't eat this. This isn't candy. It's poison. Okay. So let's get this out of here and check this out. Now, my last one was the purple. And this, yes, this is definitely, if you can see, and hopefully that 4K camera is picking that up. This is definitely hot pink. So ain't no doubt about it. Usually I don't rip this stuff, but apparently I'm ripping it this time. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. And of course they say Kramer on the back. And what makes these nice, if you've never held one of these guitars, wait until you run your hands up and down this neck. We're going to check frets right now, each one individually. Not even a questionable one. Nope. Just like butter. Just like butter, baby. Yep, definitely very nice. Now, we're going to go over some of the specs of this guitar also because there's a lot of misconceptions out there with these guitars. And a lot of people think that they need upgrades. They really don't need upgrades. They're really incredible playing out of the box. The biggest gripe about the Baretta Special, for me anyhow, is the... your tone bleed that they put in here. They don't work properly. Now, a tone bleed should bleed off the volume slowly. They have the opposite effect on these guitars for some reason. I snip those out and then the volume pot actually bleeds off and on like it should. And at the same time gives the pickup better sound because it's not varying its output, which is really cool. So, these pickups... we went over this in another video, are made by a company that, well, is pretty much a ghost company. Now, we know that these are made by Epiphone, the guitars themselves, but the pickups themselves are put out by another manufacturer. I can't remember the name right now. I did find them, but there's no information on the company themselves, which makes you think that maybe they're a subsidiary of another famous company, because these pickups do sound really good, especially when you get that tone bleed out of there. They sound amazing. Now the bridge, a lot of people's gripe is with this bridge. The bridge works fine. Is it high-end? No. Does it have a big block? No. It does things that you wouldn't expect this guitar to do, being so inexpensive and not really having like a big heavy brass block or anything like that, but it still sounds and plays amazing. And I believe it in the simplicity of this guitar is what makes it so outstanding. The simplicity and this amazingly thin, fast neck. Now, if you guys haven't held one of these or played one of these, I suggest you do so, because I think you're going to be enlightened once you do at just how amazing these are. And I can tell you right now, the action of this guitar is just like the other one out of the box. These things usually come set up very, very nice. So let me grab a pick here and let's see what we got. I'm always curious to check these things to see if they are in tune out of the box or close. Usually when a guitar is close to in tune, that means it was inspected and tested before they shipped it. So the last one I got, I can't remember whether it was or not. Let's throw our tuner on here and just see. Start with our low E. You guys can see that? It's very close to E. Now we're on E. There's our A. Very close to A. Now we're on A. Very close to D. Now we're on D. Very close to G. Yeah, this guitar was tuned previously. Right on, dead on B. And just a little high on the E. And now we're dead on E. So very cool. So that tells me, usually, that the guitar was inspected properly before they left the factory, which is pretty good to know. Now, being made by Epiphone, the quality of these things is pretty good. Are they outstanding quality? Well, the neck is, for sure. Could they have went better? Yeah, but you pay for it. You pay a lot more. It's cheaper to upgrade these guitars and do your Floyd Rose if you want a Floyd Rose. Put a pickup in that you want. Do your locking tuners or locking nut, whatever you want. Your pot. It's cheaper for you to do that yourself than go out and buy one that's done, for sure, because they get quite pricey once you add a Floyd Rose to these. If you have the know-how to do it, that's the way to do it, and that's what I would suggest. But yeah, really cool. So let's check out our case candy, and that's always the fun stuff here. And of course, we're going to get our download the Gibson app to play. We have our warranty information, lifetime warranty information. So this is something I don't believe came in the box with my other one. Kramer's is covered by Gibson brands, lifetime warranty. And it says you'll find information about the warranties at Kramer online. So really cool. I haven't checked that out. I don't expect I'd ever need the warranty. And we have these cool all access talent stickers. A bunch of stickers in here, guys. In here, a hang tag, bunch of stickers, really cool stuff. And then we have, of course, our wiggle stick here. And we're going to screw that in right now. And I'm digging it. So what do you say we go over, we plug this in, we give this a quick earnest P whirl, and check it out. And there you go, guys. We'll go over here right now. We'll give it a quick walk through and check everything out. I'm sure the tuners are fine. We'll update as we go on this guitar, but let's play it. And man, that action. Every time I look at these, I'm just it's outstanding how low they set this action without any fret buzz. I mean, they're dead on. They're nice. It takes time to get results like this and set them up properly. So somebody's taking the time to set these up properly, and that's awesome in my book. Let's play it.